Hi, did you know that an average user switches between tasks more than 300 times per day? That too, just in the working hours. I am Amitabh Suman, and I am more than sure that you must be tired making all those choices throughout the day, throughout the year, throughout your life. You are constantly making decisions about what is right, what is wrong, yes or no, what to wear, what to eat. And finally, there comes a time when you cannot decide anymore. Have you ever wondered why? This condition is called as decision fatigue. Don't worry, nothing serious, very simple. Watch the video. Let's take an example of working out. Of course, I am a fitness consultant as well. That's why we will reach in gym. There comes a point after each workout session when you cannot move any weight whatsoever. Even moving the slightest of the weight is a Herculean task. In this example, let's consider your muscles as your brain and the weights as your decisions. That means the more decisions you make, the more your brain workouts and the more the brain gets fatigued. In very simple terms, decision fatigue is basically deterioration of your ability to make good decisions after a long session of decision making process. Let's look at this data right here. Approximately 4,000 calls made to 150 nurses were analyzed to conclude this study of decision fatigue on nurses. The study clearly concludes that every other call taken by the nurses since their last break was more conservative and less resource efficient. I told you, decision fatigue is normal. You don't have to curse yourself for not being able to make a small decision. Here is an interesting study that says prisoners who appeared early in the morning received parole about 70% of the time, while those who appeared late in the day were paroled less than 10% of the time. See, stats don't lie. Decision fatigue is real. If someone else's decision can affect you so much, think of all the effect your decisions have on your own life. Let's look at few other facts too. According to an article by Dr. Joel Humans, we take about 35,000 decisions a day. Yes, you heard it correct. Knowingly, unknowingly, you make so many decisions throughout the day. Your brain has to get tired. The more decisions you make per unit time, the less efficient it becomes. Due to less efficient decisions, your confidence drops. You start to evade the decision making process. You start to self-negate yourself. So far, we have seen that our mind is constantly deciding. Now let's understand why decision fatigue actually happens. The fatigue is not one-time thing. It's a loop of inefficient decisions you make per unit time. The decreasing efficiency brings your reputation and confidence down. Your stress and anxiety increases, and the brain is now more exposed to choices and hence more confusions. Your brain tires out at the end of this loop. You cannot decide the smallest of the thing anymore, hence causing decision fatigue. The good news, however, is you can master your decision making process. Having said that, let's now see how we can fix our decision making process. Number 1. Following a routine minimizes number of decisions you make, be it clothes to wear, food to eat, things to do, or anything which is repetitive. Number 2. Set priorities. Decide all big ticket items right at the start of the day. Number 3. Club similar tasks together, and when you have the momentum going, finish your work. Number 4. Set deadlines and make sure you complete all your tasks within its deadlines. And number 5. Take advice, feedback, and include trusted people and work with teams wherever you can. This not only ensures a good decision, but also avoids other side effects of a bad decision. Your fatigue won't go overnight, nor will you become an expert decision maker overnight. It's a matter of practice. Identify the pattern that starts the decision fatigue. This time, understand the problem better and respond rather than reacting. See if that is something that works for you. Now let's look at a few interesting facts. You won't be the first one who would be deciding less. A lot of CEOs have only one color of t-shirt to wear. Elite bodybuilders, successful people, everybody has their entire week's routine laid out. In fact, you were following routines and timetables in school and colleges for the same reason. And whatever the case be, never forget to catch a break. You deserve a break all the time. I am Amitabh Suman, and it was a pleasure to let you know about decision fatigue. Please like, follow, share and comment. Leave your questions in the comment box below. Bye. See you in the next video.